Why, miss? Care to drain me baubles for me?
Oh, fuck off!
Never met a fussy tart before.
I'm busy.
Doing what?
Leave now.
Maybe later then.
Forget Merlin, all I'm attracting is drunks.
Maybe we should try somewhere else.
I think you could be right.
Wretched beast,
Excuse me?
the creature speaks.
You can hear her.
He can.
What unholy portent is this?
Sir, the hound ain't taken with evil spirits. Well, maybe a little.
Stay back, whore!
Yeah, shove off.
Vile demons! You will not have me!
What in the buggery was that?
There is disease on him, in his lungs.
Hope it spreads to his prick.
Mary, I have passed this man before, and yet until now he was deaf to my voice.
He's using the arcane?
He must be.
Let's find out what for.
He was acting mightily suspicious.
Who's to say you don't know where Merlin is?
After him. His scent goes beyond this entrance.
Then so do we. Oh, it's locked. Look, there's an opening. I could climb through and let you in.
Is this wise, Mary?
Yes! Well, I need to find the key.
Mary! Come back through! Mary? I don't believe it. Dulac.
Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come. Thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses as we forgive them that trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom and the power and the glory forever and ever. Amen.
Dare she come here to make demands of me?
She's going to look for Faye.
It comforts me to know the animal suffers more from this separation than I.
I am to leave town on urgent business.
Now?
Lance, darling, I'm very sorry for whatever it is you refuse to tell me about, but I have affairs of my own.
She has lied. About who I am. Each day more comes back to me unbidden. His memories are now mine. I was glamoured. But Guinevere knew. I can see her face. Under me. Confused. Afraid. Telling me no.
Miss, the cab is here.
Dulac,
Leave! As you always do.
you're not helping anyone by staying locked away like this. Go to Faye, speak to her.
Naturally, you take her side.
This has nothing to do with sides. My God, you truly are a child sometimes.
How dare you speak to me like that?
I shall speak to you however I wish. This is my home.
You would not ask me to go out there if you knew what this torment was like. I am not worthy.
A child spat at me today. Her mother said she had never seen an ape dressed in such finery. You do not know what it means to be unworthy in their eyes, Dulac. You never will.
But I am Sir Lancelot.
No! Dulac, you are not. You haven't been for centuries. Maybe you never were. All the knights of that world are gone, along with their kingdoms and their oaths. You are a man, no more, no less. There are events going on around you right now, things you can change. Instead, you remain drowning in the past, as you always have. Languish there if you wish. But I will not stay with you 1 second longer.
Mr. Delac, I've not seen you for weeks. I thought you'd left.
Leave? Without seeing you? Never. How goes it, my good man?
I was working as an apprentice to Mr. Hopkins. No more mudlarking for me.
Splendid news! A drink to celebrate.
Don't think I should, sir.
No. Quite right.
Is everything all right, sir? Mr. Dulac, you seem odd-like.
Ignore me. I am a fool.
I don't think you're a fool, sir.
Here. Take this.
Why, sir, that's most kind. Thank you. Wait till me ma and sisters see what I've brought home. We'll feast like kings and queens.
To the bells it is.
Well, 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 if it isn't Mary Kelly's dashing blonde.
Ha! I am owned by no one.
Every man has his master, sir. Perhaps you just need to find yours.
You misunderstand me on purpose.
There now, we're getting somewhere. What have they done to you? Wandering the streets alone, drunk, and obviously upset. Women can't possibly understand us, can they?
And you speak of things beyond your own understanding, boy.
That's a bad habit of mine, sir. My apologies. Now might be the time to put your faith in your fellow man, sir. I promise I can succeed where any woman has failed you. Or booze, for that matter, though I am partial to a drop of whiskey myself.
Oh, you think yourself above the influence of good alcohol and fine women?
Not above, just different. And with an open ear for a tale or two of woe, if it'd suit the gentleman.
And what will that cost me?
That depends on how woeful the tale turns out to be. But for you, well, let's just say I'd be happy to strike a bargain to carve this particular notch into my bedpost.
Consider it carved.
We have a deal?
We've reached an accord, yes.
How businesslike. If this is your bedside manner, then...
Now, boy.
Yes, sir. Where shall we begin? Don't tell me my dashing blonde is suddenly demure. Come now, why do you seem so afraid to say what you want?
I am not demure. Do not act as though you are my first, nor are you likely to be my last.
Then I am sure I am in for a treat.
A man should mind where he steps.
It is ill to keep a man from his liquor. Do not test me, oath. I am in no... Where was I?
Sore head?
Saw everything.
I've never thought of vomiting on a copper's boots before. Imitation is the sincerest form of flattery, so they say.
I trust your presence here is for more noble efforts than mine own.
Chained myself to the Simmons factory gates.
The entrance has my sympathies.
Ah, bloody ha. They've been running the factory on 18-hour shifts, and nothing anyone can say will change their minds. If they don't listen, we'll strike work. Bastards won't be so happy when their jam ain't being made.
Constable, I must speak to Inspector Abboneer at once. Mr. Lusk, may I ask what this concerns? I seem to be the recipient of the Ripper's latest correspondence.
It stands to reason, does it not, that when so little value is placed on us by the state, others should be encouraged to indulge in their own barbarism.
Mr. Lusk, I'm told you have evidence pertaining to the Whitechapel murders.
That I do, Inspector. Contained within this here box.
My God, man, what is that?
A kidney. Heavens above!
You're not a surgeon, Mr. Lusk. How can you be certain?
It was examined by Dr. Openshaw. He works at the London Hospital, curator of the Pathological Museum.
And please, tell me why the curator of the Pathological Museum was inspecting this before the police?
Ah, yes, there is an explanation.
Mr. Lusk, when exactly did you receive this package?
The 16th, sir.
Tuesday.
Evening? That's 3 days ago.
Thank you, Sergeant.
I may say I was most perturbed by it. Most perturbed. Not in my wildest nightmares could I ever imagine receiving such disgustingness via Her Majesty's post. You're lucky I did not throw it away.
I apologize if I appear insensitive. Was there anything else Dr. Openshaw concluded?
That it was part of a left kidney, and that it belonged to a female in the habit of drinking.
Why, Inspector, that certainly fits with Mrs. Eddowes.
That is not all. It arrived with a letter.
From hell, Mr. Lusk. Saw I send you half the kidney I took from one woman. Preserved it for you. T'other piece I fried and ate. It was very nice. I may send you the bloody knife that took it out if you only wait a while longer. Signed, catch me when you can, Mr. Lusk.
Oh, I feel rather queasy.
We must take this into our custody as evidence at once.
Sooner it's out of my sight, the better.
If you could return tomorrow to make a formal statement, that would be most helpful.
Of course. Good evening, Inspector. Sergeant.
I'll have this sent to Dr. Brown immediately. Meanwhile, get in touch with the post office. See if anyone on duty that day can remember receiving this parcel.
Yes, sir.
You hear things like that, makes you wonder what the meaning of it all is.
I'll tell you what the meaning is.
Well?
There ain't none.
Oh, I don't believe that.
Of course you don't.
We're here to do better, be better.
Surely you're not asking me to put my faith in the general populace after kidneying a box?
All right. If it's all so pointless, why don't you end it then? Kill yourself.
Where's the fun in that? Wouldn't get to come in here then, would I?
Oh, of course. I could end it.
Here, I think you've got a taker.
Listen, sir, I didn't mean you.
Charming.
I didn't mean anyone.
I can end it.
No, you can't.
You do not understand. My being here is wrong. If I lift the curse, I can be at peace.
Hey, I told you being here's fun.
Curse? What in heaven's name are you talking about?
The creature and I are bound for eternity. It is what brought us to London.
Then get a divorce. I'm sure your wife isn't having the time of her life either.
I did not want it to end. But now, I see it must.
Christ, what have I done?
Ignore him. He's a fop. They're always carrying on like this. Few stanzas of Coleridge and he'll be right as rain by tomorrow.
I shall find you, wizard. That letter will tell me how. I beg pardon. Sergeant Gully?
I am not supposed to engage prisoners in conversation.
Can you not make an exception? For me?
I mustn't.
I will not speak of it, if you do likewise.
You're bold as brass, ain't you, Mr. Delac?
My health is much improved.
I am glad. No sickness?
Just embarrassment. It was no way for a gentleman to behave.
We've all had evenings like that. No one was hurt, that's the main thing.
Your words restore me, Sergeant. These damned bars. It would be better if I were closer. No?
That's out of the question.
I promise I will behave.
No point letting you out then, is there?
Sergeant! What a devilish mind you have. It should be you in here.
I must confess, it does seem wrong you being caged. Like some beautiful bird. Not to mention you're taking up valuable room. What if we should need that space for an ardent criminal? One could walk through those doors at any moment.
It seems, Sergeant, you have only one course of action.
You are free to go, Mr. Delac.
We are but a moment together, and you send me away.
I have had fun. More than you would know.
Then why should it end?
Please. I know you just meant to get out, and I might be a fool, but I have feelings.
Yes, you do. It was unfair of me.
Maybe a little of me as well. Inspector said I could have released you an hour ago. I didn't want to spoil the view.
Come along now, miss. Let's not make this
If this was indeed penned by Merlin's hand, it could lead me to him. Well, time to speak the damned words yourself. Mid arit saxe das word? No.
She smashed a shop window.
Gruras in black ariten on lukath sehand. Sehand. Shit!
Let's calm down.
A word here yara diffud me helpeth ariten path to yen dise aron bek burkire. It worked. By Christ, it worked! I beg pardon.
Come this way, sir. Step inside, and you shall witness horrors that no ordinary man could conjure.
What is this place?
The Looking Glass, sir, where those brave enough are given chance to glimpse into the darkest hearts and marvel at man's artistry. I can see you're intrigued. Come, take a closer look.
I seek the man guilty of these crimes. You know him.
No more than I do the devil himself.
Do not lie to me.
I swear on my little Lucy, I don't know him. All this carnage is just what I gleaned from the papers.
You have met no one of late to make you wary.
Yeah. Well, not so much wary as odd. He admired the paint in which I write these signs. Asked if it could be used for finer work, like letters and the such.
Who was this man?
I don't know. We were late. I had my back turned.
If I find you have lied, you will see what horrors man can truly conjure.
Initiative.
What of the kidney?
You know?
Answer me!
There's a surgeon in the city. He provided the organ. No one was harmed, though. It was from a corpse.
What is the reason for all this?
I must swear you to secrecy, sir. They'll hang me otherwise.
I swear nothing. Now speak.
You saw how lost I'd become. Resorting to the supernatural, for crying out loud. It was a dark time, the darkest. But in that despair, I had an epiphany. I remembered the reason I had embarked on this crusade in the first place. It was not merely to uncover wrongdoing. It was to...
Could you not have stopped her?
You have met Mary, haven't you? It is within your power to unlock the door. Repeat after me.
Du ure path negale, on bene and us alate forth comun.
When did you...
Not now.
evil bastard! You're gonna pay for what you've done!
Please, God, I meant no harm. You must believe me.
Mary!
Faye! Oh, Mr. Dulac, how nice of you to join us.
I am here to help. Not that you look to be in much peril.
I have him.
Have who?
Who do you think? I touched his person and saw it. He hunted the women at night. I saw him covered in Eddowes' blood. Even saw him write those words on Galston Street. That's right. I saw it all.
But Merlin!
You said you smelt disease on him. He's using the arcane to heal himself. And for what better cause should Whitechapel's fallen meet their end?
Have you known her power to be untrue yet?
This will not end well for you.
God has forsaken me. And now the devil comes to taunt and torture.
Too fucking right. Women are dead by your hand.
Their existence was an affront to God's glory. Their souls will be damned along with yours.
Ah, you cunt!
No!
Vile witch!
Mary!
God will not see me suffer. He arms me against the heathen.
What a pity then he has not armed you better. Surrender, fool! You cannot hope to win!
It's over.
I killed him.
You should prefer this to the alternative.
Some help, if you would. I have seen many men in battle, Miss Kelly. You fought as well as any of them.
You weren't half bad yourself, Mr. Dulac. I'll, wait outside.
It will please you to know this eve, I too was in search of Merlin. If found, he was to end my life.
My God! Is that what I've driven you to?
Oh, how I would like to say yes. But in truth, it is the memory of mine own deeds that haunts. I could not see a way to live knowing what I had done. And yet, I find myself here, fighting, albeit poorly. That must mean something.
That bloody demon. If I could go back, I never would have asked it anything. Then all would be as it was. But it will never be the same, will it?
I cannot continue as I was. It is a different world I am in. It is time I began to live in it. Surely my lady did not think I meant alone.